Here, I think we're going to start recording this thing now. We're going to be recording this webinar. That way, people that weren't here will get to experience it. There we go. This session is now being recorded. How you guys doing this evening? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to try something here. It's kind of scary. I don't know what's about to happen here, but I see the green light on. I have no idea how this is going to go. We are trying it from home. I did some speed tests on the internet. I turned Skylar's Netflix off. I'm putting my cell phone right here. Also, I can see the messages off to the side. So Adrian, Greg, if you guys hear anything or we think it's a little bit shaky, then I want you to let me know, and I will turn off the video. Or if I get any messages on the side over here with GoToWebinar that the connection is not doing too well, then I'm going to turn it off right away, because I want to make sure that we get this recorded and you guys get an opportunity to hear this. But either way, I get to say hi. Hi, how you guys doing? Just got off of Christmas break, so shaving happens, I don't know, whenever I start to itch. So if I look a little scruffy or I'm in a t-shirt, no Aloha shirt, you guys will live. You guys will be all right. So anyway, good to see you guys. Glad you're here. I want to talk about what this whole webinar is about, what we're going to be discussing. I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. I want to emphasize some key points that I had talked about in our previous webinar, where I was going over a whole bunch of general stuff, and we're going to focus on one specific thing here, and that is network marketing. Our team, what is Beachbody, and quite frankly, how do you get proud of what it is that you're doing? How do you get proud of this thing that we're doing here? So let me start off by explaining something really simple. What I teach, neuro-linguistic programming, is weird. You guys like it. I'm scrolling through the list here. I got people like Andy. That's weird. Annabelle, Dan, Irene, Jacqueline. I mean, the list goes on and on. I know you guys. I've met you. You've been in trainings. Pauline, Tara. I mean, look, Tom. Tom's on here. Tom was at my Philadelphia practitioner training where I only had a handful of people there. Look, I know you guys. You guys know NLP. And NLP's weird, man. I mean, if I'm sitting at a restaurant and someone's sitting across from me and I just met them and they're like, hey, what do you do for a living? I usually don't start off with NLP. That's so weird, because people sit there and they glaze over and they're like, what the hell is NLP? That's how I used to think. And then I hired a guy by the name of Michael. Michael worked with me about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, Michael's working, and we're walking through Ala Moana, and we walk into a store. I think it was Tumi. Yeah, it was Tumi. I was looking for a new bag, and the guy from across the counter goes, so what do you guys do? And I do my normal, how the hell am I going to answer this one? And out of Michael's mouth, he says, we teach NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, helps people communicate better. And the guy across the counter goes, holy shit, I need some of that. Do you guys focus on sales? And Michael's like, do we focus on sales? My God, you could take the entire training and focus it. This guy signs up for a practitioner training. And I'm standing here going, I wanted to buy a suitcase. I wanted to get the hell out of there. And it taught me a very valuable lesson, that if you don't get congruent with what you're doing, if you don't get congruent with who you are, how are you ever going to get anyone to be congruent about what it is that you're sharing with them? Straight up, I want you to think about that. How are you ever going to get someone congruent about what it is that you're sharing with them if you yourself are not congruent? So I'm going to be totally transparent here. I had a little bit of a hesitation on this concept of multi-level marketing, of network marketing. And quite frankly, my ego's pretty well in check. I mean, a lot of you on here are my students who spend a lot of time with me. Yes, everyone has an ego. The word ego doesn't mean bad. It means who you are consciously. My ego's pretty well in check. And kind of like Greg, my man Greg's on here, former major in the Marine Corps, he had the exact same problem. I'm a doctor of psychology. I own NLP.com. I'm a master trainer of NLP. How am I going to start calling myself a Beachbody coach? Straight up, I had to wrestle with that a little bit. And also network marketing. Man, I had such misconceptions about network marketing. I had no clue. I mean, just really did not have an understanding of it, had a bad taste in my mouth from something that happened when I was 18 years old. I mean, that's in the past. And I'm sitting here judging all of this stuff based on this old behavior, this old understanding, this old idea. Here's what I want to tell you. Two things. My parents were here for 2.5 weeks, my mom and my stepdad. They asked me, what do you do? They asked me, what am I doing with Beachbody? This thing right here that you're looking at, right? Whether it's underneath my face or to the left or the right, wherever it is. They looked at me and they said, what are you doing with this Beachbody? And I looked straight at my mom and I said, it's network marketing. Here's how it works. I explained it to her, and at the end of it, she turned to me and she said, well, why did you only sign me up? Why didn't you sign Papa up, my stepfather? She's like, well, why did you only sign one of us up? I don't get it. Is there something wrong with him? I'm like, oh, shit. Ethan only heard a 15-minute explanation of this while I was sharing it with a couple of friends that work at the company, Uncle George's grandniece. I'm explaining this to her, and Ethan turns to me and he goes, can I get in? And I'm like, no, dude, you're under 18. He's like, well, that's not right. I said, well, my mom's spot, when you turn 18, we're going to turn it over to you. And he said, listen to me very carefully, he said, can I have some Shakeology packages because I'm going to start drinking it. He started drinking it every morning during Christmas break. And he's taking the packets and he's at school with a whole box of them and he's selling them. He's selling them for like $5 or $6 a pop. Because we've given him so much food. He's got Simon in his room. People come into his room to buy food because they're sick of the cafeteria food. He collects the money and uses the money to buy cafeteria food because we make him eat home stuff. Miniature entrepreneur right here. And he's like, but I want to sign these people up for Beachbody too because some of them need to start working out and stuff. And I'm like, Ethan, you got to wait till you're 18. He's jacked up about it. I'm on a teleseminar. I wish I could ask Adrienne. If Adrienne was just sitting here, she'd be able to tell me. I can't remember if it was yesterday or if it was, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Whenever it was, I was on a teleseminar, and the lady asked me, what do you do? How do you put all of these things together for health and fitness? And I said, HUNA for energy, NLP, which she's a certified practitioner in NLP. I said NLP for mindset, MER, mental and emotional release therapy for the emotions. And I said, and Beachbody for your physical. I am a Beachbody coach, and I owned it. I want to share with you guys how to get congruent like that, because here's what I want you to do right now. I know I can't hear you. I want you to say this. I want you to say it right now. I am a Beachbody coach. Go ahead and say it. Good. I heard some of you. I am a Beachbody coach. I'm a Beachbody Diamond coach. I was just recently on a diamond training for Beachbody. There was only a handful of people on there, and the first thing the guy said is, congratulations on how hard you have worked to get to this level. The sky's the limit at this point. And I'm sitting there going, I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm owning it. I'm adding other things in, and you guys get to be a part of that. That's what our team is all about. The Empowerment Partnership Fitness Team. We're about adding these other things in. But let's get really clear today on what network marketing is, why you should be proud of it, and what it means to be a Beachbody coach. This is critical for you guys. So I want you to pay attention, and as you go through this, identify anything that comes up. If you get some negative emotions that come up, some limiting decisions, because here's the deal. There are some people that might laugh at me about NLP. There are. I've met some people that are like, that's pseudoscience, that crap's all in your head, whatnot. I'm saying this to you guys very humbly. I'm a millionaire. I'm not liquid. No, not at all. I'm not liquid, not even close. But between the properties that we own, between the jewelry that my wife has, between what we have put away in our IRAs, on paper, net worth, million. Someone can laugh at me and tell me that NLP is crap and that seminar and training isn't a real business and, you know, whatever it is. I'm putting my kids to school. I have a house, a roof over my head, and pretty damn good wine sitting at the table waiting for me right now. So here's the deal. They can laugh at me all they want. Go ahead and try to laugh at Jason Dybel, our upstream, our upline guy, who's our multi-diamond coach, the one that was on the phone with Greg today, helping him get even better at helping you guys out. He's on the phone with Greg for 45 minutes a day, just helping him out to be clear on how to make more money, to organize our team and get you guys rolling. In 5 years, that guy's made over $2 million. I don't think he has an issue saying, I'm a Beachbody coach. Not at all. So here's the deal. I don't know what it's going to take for you guys to get congruent. I want to share with you what network marketing is all about, why I'm jazzed about it, and then I want to get into, how do you incorporate this? How do you get really clear? But let's start off with Beachbody. So Beachbody 101. Beachbody did not start off attempting to do network marketing. Beachbody started off attempting to change a huge problem in the U.S., pun intended, huge problem, obesity, people being out of shape, overweight. Beachbody, really, their mission is to make a difference in this country with people who are overweight, to change lives, to transform them. Two of my students in Boston, one of them is a graphic designer, and he put together the first package for Beachbody's very first product. And really, Beachbody went out on a limb. They're like, we're going to do this, and either it's going to work, and we're in the health and fitness business, or it's not going to work, and we're in some other business. The damn thing worked, and it worked really well. And for the first 4 years, all they did was health and fitness, packages, workout programs, getting the best people on the planet to come in and design these programs to really put together the best package possible for people to get in amazing shape. And 4 years into it, Carl, the guy who's the CEO of the company, woke up and realized something. He realized that if I say to Andy, who's on this call, when Andy used to work with me here in Kona, Andy looking at me, he's like, dude, what are you doing? Your body's transformed. You're in total different shape than the first time I met you. I'm doing P90X. He bought it, he opened it, and he did it. Here's the deal. When I recommended it, he cracked the cellophane and actually began the process. When you buy it off of an infomercial, the average in infomercial industry, I think, is 10%. Meaning that 90% of the people that buy things off an infomercial, and I don't know Beachbody's exact number, 90% of things that are bought off of infomercials never get out of the box. They sit in the garage, collect dust, they sit on a shelf. Carl immediately 4 years into the business recognized, man, if someone else recommends this, there's a greater chance that we can fulfill our mission and make a difference on this planet. So he started monetizing people. And the best approach that he could find is in network marketing. But he hates the term MLM. He hates the term network marketing. He calls it the network. He says us, we are the network. We are a group of people working together to transform lives. And he said, rather than spending a huge amount of money on advertising, why don't we take 25% of what we're bringing in, and why don't we monetize people to get out there and share this stuff? That's why they only did infomercials, and they stayed away from a lot of mainstream advertising. They're beginning to get into these other things now because they have so much abundance. They just, I think they've made $1 billion now as a company. They have capitalization at $400 million. They're a Better Business Bureau A+ rated company. And look, you guys got to do the homework on Beachbody. Number one, you got to start using the product. If you are a Beachbody coach, you need to live this stuff. And I'm going to tell you straight up, you're going to have an easier time getting people involved in what you're doing if you're fit and living a healthy lifestyle. That's just it, plain and simple. And if you're not fit yet, that's no excuse to avoid starting. You might as well get started now and share the stories. But I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. So here's the deal. You got to get behind Beachbody, first of all. The research that they put behind their programs, you guys have heard me say this before, is phenomenal. There's no way I would recommend something. There was a person on one of the webinars that I did, and she posted a message to me, and she said, what's the difference between this and any other network marketing thing that's out there. And I thought for a moment, those of you who are on the webinar, you might remember my answer. I looked right in the camera and I said, here's one of them. I'm putting my stamp of approval on this. And if that means anything to you guys, and I don't know if it does, I do a ton of research before I open my mouth about something. I've been doing this workout for 5 years. I spoke with Greg for months before even testing this. And then we tested it at 3 different trainings before going all in. So in other words, I made sure that this company is solid. I made sure that their programs are awesome. I'm going to talk about the upside, the downside of this, and I'm going to explain everything that I can about network marketing to get you guys totally clued in on it. And to begin, you got to get behind Beachbody. I drink Shakeology every single morning. Here's what they say on the Beachbody webinars. You need to start doing it. Ethan drinks it every morning. I drink it every morning. Sumi drinks it every morning. Skylar is begging to drink this stuff. I mean, she's straight up. She's like, why can't I have any? My parents were just here. We sent them home with a box. My mom is now on home delivery. The 2 of them are going to wake up and drink Shakeology every single morning because they noticed a difference in their health. Man, it takes a miracle for me to change my diet, and I've changed my entire breakfast routine. It's Shakeology. I add a banana in and some almond milk. It's not just with water. I like to get it a little bit more tasty, and I'm doing it. So their products are phenomenal. I've used P90, P90X, P90X Plus, P90X2, P90X3. There's a theme there with the P90s. I did Body Beast for a little while. I didn't want to get that big. Dan's on here. Dan's going to get gigantic. It's kind of scary. Insanity Max, T25, and I've looked at a couple of their other programs as well, and all of them are high quality. All of them can make a difference in your life. Their product are phenomenal. So saying that you're a Beachbody coach, honestly, if someone laughs at you, that means that they don't understand it. That means that maybe their stuff is up. As I began to get healthy, it brought up my relatives' issues. Seriously, I'm not going to name any names just in case one day they listen to this. I had family members, because of how fat I used to be, 235 pounds, when I showed up at a family gathering and all of a sudden I'm fit and I take my jacket off. It's my grandmother's 90th birthday and my shirt is tight. I had a couple of family members actually get a little bit grumpy. They were like, dude, how did you do that? I mean, with attitude, how did you do that? I'm working out. What are you doing? I mean, they're making sounds and stuff. And I know NLP, I know sensory acuity. I'm looking at them going, why wouldn't you be happy for me? I used to be the big guy in the room. Now I'm the big guy in a different way. And you're looking at me like I'm some sort of freak. Look, here's the deal. You're going to bring up people's stuff when you mention things like Beachbody or what workout program you did. You got to be patient with them. You got to care about them and think, man, if I can just get them a little bit motivated about this, rather than talking to them, why don't you listen to them a little bit? Find out what is hurting what in their life and say, maybe I can help you out with this. Maybe I can share with you something that I did that can make a huge difference in your life. Because if I'm not going to put up the before and after pictures, you guys have already seen them. I'll probably show them on another webinar. Here's the deal. I know this stuff works. The Shakeology, their 3-day refresh, which we're going to be doing next week, I've done it. Big believer in it. So calling myself a Beachbody coach is not a big issue. A coach, most anyone on this webinar, you should be okay calling yourself a coach. Your only issue is with the word Beachbody. And as soon as someone laughs, guess what? That's when the discussion begins. Because then you have an opportunity to educate them about what Beachbody is and what it's done for you. I hope that helps. So that's Beachbody. I'm going to also talk about some other labels that you can use, some other words that you can use to help change their perspective on it. And let's get into network marketing. So first of all, quick slide. Ooh, PowerPoint. There we go. What network marketing isn't? First of all, the reason why people have an abreaction to network marketing, we're going to drill down into network marketing now. The reason why people have an issue with network marketing is because they either think it's some sort of get rich quick scheme, or that it's some sort of pyramid scheme, meaning the people at the top make more money than the people at the bottom. First of all, Beachbody wasn't set up as a network marketing or a multi-level marketing. They were set up as a health and fitness company, meaning that they then did what they called the network after the fact. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is if someone knocks network marketing, or if you're knocking network marketing, we need to get clear on something. In the U.S., a pyramid scheme is illegal. A Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme is illegal, and Beachbody would have been shut down by now. You can't get an A+, better Business Bureau A+ rating if you're a pyramid scheme. They would have been reported by now, and one of my favorite lines on one of their infomercials, it says slide didn't change. That means that we have lag. Has it changed yet? Should see a picture of a pyramid there. I'm going to turn off the camera temporarily, and hopefully that will help to kick it up a notch. Just got 2 messages, the slide didn't change. Okay, let me turn it off. Okay, hopefully now on my screen it's changed. See if it changed for you guys. If not, we definitely won't be using PowerPoint in the future. Keynote seems to work a lot better. Greg or Adrian, did it change yet? Okay, anyway, I'm going to keep going because I can keep talking with or without slides. You guys know me. I don't need no stinking slides to keep talking. So here we go. Let's keep going with this. Where was I? Pyramid scheme. You can't actually run a pyramid scheme in the U.S. It is illegal for a pyramid scheme to be there. You can't do it. It's illegal. In other words, it is strictly a money game that has no basis in real commerce. In other words, a pyramid scheme does not exist. It doesn't even make sense. The reason why I'm saying that is because some people who come into it and think, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. The problem with that is that they don't get what a pyramid scheme is. It's a way for people to get money from the people who sign up at the bottom just by the fact that they're at the top. That doesn't work. It's illegal. And quite frankly, anyone who thinks that, you're going to want to either reframe them or realizing that, or just you're going to have to realize that they're going to be stuck in a model or a way of thinking that, Adrian, I'm getting so many messages now from you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys want me to bring the video back? Let me just plug in the secondary monitor. It's like I'm getting text messages from all of you that have my phone, and let's see. Okay, so let's take a quick break for a second. What do you guys see right now? Do you guys see Empowerment Health and Fitness Team? Someone on GoToWebinar say yes.
Hey, Matt, it's Greg.
Greg.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I see the purple Empowerment Health and Fitness Team intro slide. It hasn't changed yet. We have these slides on the Empowerment Health and Fitness Team page if somebody wanted to download them under files, but it's not changing on this end.
Okay. What about now?
Yes, now I see the big network market, what network marketing isn't, and the next slide. That's smaller.
Okay, awesome. So let's jump back in. First of all,
if it doesn't work, I'll unmute myself.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, a pyramid scheme is people making money at the top off of people who get in at the bottom. That's just not the case. And it's clearly not a get-rich scheme because I have not made a significant amount of money from it yet. And we have something like 75 coaches in our downline right now. So in other words, there's no way I can say to you, wow, you're going to be raking in the cash in a matter of minutes. So let's talk about what network marketing is. I just changed the slide. I have no idea if you guys are able to see it. Greg, chime in. Let me know.
It's good. It changed.
Oh, sweet. Okay. PowerPoint is back up and running. So here's the deal. What is network marketing? It's literally an opportunity for you guys to leverage your time and increase what you're able to do without putting as much effort in as you would in another standard job, a job. It's time and money freedom, being your own boss, being in charge of your own wealth and prosperity. It's an opportunity for you to own your own opportunity to create time and money and do it in a way that's balanced for you. Money is not the thing for me. Quite frankly, if I was in it for the money, number one, I wouldn't even be doing webinars at this point. I would be doing corporate trainings. I got 3 or 4 students who are huge in corporate America. One of them is my coaching client. I could easily get back into the corporate gig, make $10,000 to $20,000 a day, and barely work. I would much rather be out there transforming people's lives. So network marketing is a way for you to take back some control, to create a solid business plan for yourself, to own your time and your money. That's one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this. I want to be really clear. Then we're going to chunk down. We're going to get really specific with what network marketing is, and I'm going to make sure that we save some time to answer your questions. So listen to me very carefully. We are at every practitioner training now going to be talking about Beachbody. We're going to begin to incorporate into our trainings workouts in the morning. Greg gave up a 6-figure job at the Department of Defense to come and do this, to be a part of our process here at the Empowerment Partnership, promoting Beachbody. So we are all in. My reasoning for doing it is that I am going to be doing less trainings. I need to take back some of my time. I'm going to be doing less trainings, owning my time, and one of the easiest ways to do that is to do something that brings in income, because if I do less trainings, the company is going to pay me less. This is something that doesn't just build wealth, it builds an opportunity for you to decide how much you work, how much time you put into doing something. So what is network marketing? I want to get really clear on what network marketing is. Number one, it's your opportunity to have freedom of your time. I've already talked about be your own boss. The more wealth you have, the more freedom you have. You can buy back your time. Nothing is more important than time. I mean, seriously, Skylar is 8. We were having a discussion about energy on the way home from school today, and I'm sitting here thinking, I got 3 or 4 years before she's a teenager, and it's over. I'm not in a bad way. She's going to be a teenager. There's going to be things that are more important, like what happened with Ethan. Ethan would rather go to a basketball game than stay home and throw the football with me right now. That's the way it goes. I want to own my time. You can spend 10 hours, 20 hours a week doing this. You can spend 40 hours a week doing it. But here's the deal. You're in charge. You're in charge of how much time you spend. Time multiplier. You can recruit an unlimited number of people under you, and they help you become more successful. There's no limit on the earnings. Lawyers have to bill hours. Doctors have to do so many surgeries to make so much money. In other words, many people are a slave to what it is that they're doing. If I want to have the company make more money, I need to run more trainings. Plain and simple. I have a limit on how much I can earn. Many people do. People also sometimes have a limit on whether or not they can earn anything because someone is above them. The amazing thing about network marketing is that it equalizes that. Anyone can achieve a huge level of success. We are not limited. Some of you on this webinar right now may become more wealthy than I am in Beachbody, because if you guys know people and you get rolling, you can far exceed anything that I could do, because I may stop doing it, or I may slow down, or I may divide it up amongst other people that are helping me out. I don't know. My whole point is that network marketing is not a values level 4. For those of you who have not done MasterPrac, values level 4 is a hierarchy type attitude, where if Greg wanted to become a lieutenant colonel in the Marines, he had to do certain things, like kiss the butts of his higher-ups when he was a major, like put in more time, more energy, and he's only able to make the amount that a major is able to make. And when he becomes a lieutenant colonel, he can only make the amount that they're able to make. In other words, that hierarchy approach is gone with network marketing. This is why network marketing is so huge right now. I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to emphasize this during this webinar. Keller Williams, and I was on the phone with Ron. Ron is the guy that heads up the coaching division for Keller Williams, the largest real estate company on the planet. One of the things that has made them so huge is that they are a big multi-level marketing business. If you get another agent to come in underneath you, you get a bonus because of that. You're monetized because of that. So here's the deal. How did Keller Williams go from 0 to where they are right now? In addition to their coaching division, which my student Ron Patulski, he runs that, they are set up as network marketing. So anytime that's the first thing I said to my mom when I said, Beachbody is network marketing. And she gives me this look, right? And she's like, nah. And I'm like, okay, have you heard of Keller Williams? She's like, oh yeah, Keller Williams is amazing. Keller Williams helped us sell your grandmother's home. Great grandma passed away last year. And I interrupted her politely and I went, Mom, Keller Williams is network marketing. She goes, what? I said, it's a multi-level marketing company. She said, what do you mean? I said, they monetize you for getting other people involved. That's what it is. They give you money for opening your mouth. She's like, oh, okay, explain to me some more about it. Boom, that took care of it right there. So that is one of my big reframes. I hope you guys are either putting that in your brain or writing it down. Almost everyone knows what Keller Williams is. You mention that, you tell them that they are multi-level marketing, and that handles it almost right out of the box, sorry. In network marketing, everyone is given the benefit of the doubt, and everyone has the possibility of getting to the highest level of earnings in the company. There is nothing to hold you back. And in fact, I don't know of any other company where Jason, who's our upline, is not only putting time and energy into what we're doing with Beachbody, he's wanting us to be so successful because, yes, he does benefit from it. We could far exceed anything that he has ever done because of how many people we have in our database and how many people I see a year, and he's excited about that. Very rarely do you in a company have someone excited that you're smarter or more capable than them when they're your boss, when they're above you. Network marketing takes that completely out of there. You can start a business that is profitable almost immediately with little or no debt, and you can get up to a six-figure income working from home. Greg has been to these gatherings of Beachbody where housewives get up on the stage and tear their mortgages up and say, just by talking to people about Beachbody and how I got my body fit, I paid off my mortgage. In other words, it's totally possible for you to get to that level because anyone can do it. Nothing's holding you back. You get tax write-offs for your fitness, your business. You're setting up a business plan for you, and if you work diligently, Greg and I and Jason, we believe you could easily set up a 4-year plan rather than a 40-year plan. Every MLM business, every network marketing business is also fully inheritable. In other words, I can take the spot that I have in Beachbody, keep it going, and pass it on to my kids. My mom's spot is going to Ethan as soon as he's old enough and willing to do it. As soon as he's ready to go with it, he gets her spot. She's totally okay with it. What makes it better than any other business is that you are compensated ethically and generously for your level of productivity. It's the best alternative to traditional business. I'm literally, as I'm talking about this, my mind is working at such a high speed. I'm sitting here thinking, how could we incorporate this type of concept into the empowerment partnership? How could we get that in there? Because so many people tell me that our referral system is so old, or we just give you a small percentage of what they sign up for. I'm seriously looking at doing this within our company because of how amazing it is. Very little stress because literally you are choosing how much time and energy you put in. And as long as you can get rid of your baggage and get confident with what it is that you're doing and be able to open your mouth. Yes, for those of you who are wondering, we're going to be doing a sales webinar pretty soon. We're going to be doing a sales webinar to help you out with sales. One of the things that I want you to focus in on is how do you get better at talking about this? So we will discuss that. So first of all, it's devoid of major pitfalls, and distribution goes directly from the producer to the consumer, saving you time. In other words, you help someone get hooked up directly with Beachbody. You're not, getting their product and handing it to them or having to drive to their house or see them all the time. You are in a fitness business. It's personal growth and development. And with what we're doing with the Empowerment Partnership team, we're adding in concepts that are going to allow you as an individual to truly transform someone's life. Let me jump to the next slide. That's a big part of what network marketing is. So let's go to the next slide here. Reasons to be proud of your business. You're doing tough work. Greg and I are both going to say that this is not going to be an easy thing. You're going to have to actually get out there, open your mouth, say things. You're going to need to do some work. There's no upside limits and no serious downside risk. Let me explain what that means. No upside limits. I've already talked about that. You as an individual can make more than I make more than Jason makes. You don't have to kiss someone's butt to get ahead. You're not looking for a promotion or anything. Here's the deal. The downside risk is that one of the people that you sign up buys the product and never uses it. That's it. They buy the product and they never use it. That's the downside risk. And here's the deal. Every person that I know that has done a Beachbody product and it's transformed their life, they as soon as they get the guts to go out there and talk about it, oh my goodness, it's huge. They get so lit up. You can see their physiologies light up. When I announced that we were doing Beachbody in Los Angeles, I had people screaming in the audience that obviously it had changed their lives. You can help people get fit and have a better life. And for the people underneath you that sign up as coaches, you can guide them to truly making a financial difference in their life. So this is a win, 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 win. I don't even know how many wins. So what is network marketing? Let's get even clearer on what network marketing is. It is building a relationship. It's a relationship business. That's what network marketing is. It's you learning how to have a positive impact in someone else's life. It's a lifestyle business with direct sales and opportunity to friends, family, personal contacts. Your fitness is your business. It's a legitimate business opportunity that is really becoming popular with individuals like Donald Trump, with Robert Kiyosaki. They talk about network marketing now, and they talk about it as the next phase of business and how businesses will work. It's a proven system where the design and creation and expense of the business is provided by the corporate and becomes a roadmap for your success. Some of the most successful people who do this are the ones that are able to get out there and build a relationship. Here's what I mean by relationship. Tom is on here. Tom, I'm not going to put you on the spot. Let me just make sure Tom is still on here. Yay, Tom is still on here. Tom, I'm guessing you spent close to an hour on the phone with Greg helping you out with becoming a part of our team. And the benefit of that is Greg knows who you are now. Greg has gotten to know you. Greg has gotten on the phone with many of you. I've gotten on the phone with a small handful of you to talk about this. I was on the phone with a lady yesterday talking about what Beachbody is because she was extremely interested in it. It's really an opportunity for you to reach out, work with someone one-on-one, not just educate them in network marketing, but educate them in a product. Educate them in a product that can serve them and do them some amazing benefits on the fitness perspective. And then with your added NLP, you're able to help them get the mindset to keep going and achieve a huge level of success. By helping the people that you personally sponsor to sponsor other people, you're duplicating yourself. As the process continues, you create compound growth that can lead to hundreds or even thousands of people coming into your business. You leverage your time by helping other people become successful and earn an income from their efforts. Greg said that we've gotten like 16 coaches signed up to us through Beachbody. Last night while Greg was sleeping, someone was assigned to our team. So in other words, Beachbody is sending us people now because of our rank, because of what we're doing and how involved we are. Your business is literally fed to you. Here's the deal. You've got to educate yourself on this. I want to lead by example. Greg and I are taking the Diamond training right now. I don't need to. I really don't. The stuff that they talked about on the first webinar are things that I know, like goal setting and whatnot. It is amazing to me that Beachbody is able to get people to 6 figures of income, teaching them such basic things that you guys already know, and I could have easily hung up and I stuck with it. I did the entire thing. I stuck with it, and here's the deal. I want to lead by example. I'm doing their Diamond training program right now so that I can understand the Beachbody model. You guys got to jump into this too. The only reason why I'm able to talk about this in the way that I have today and what network marketing is, it's because I've delved into it. I've taken a look at it. I've read up on it. I've talked to Greg. I've talked to Jason. I've put my time and energy into it to get behind what it is. So before we wrap up, I want to talk about this opportunity. I'm one who loves to jump at opportunities. I always jump in after I've thought it through. So let me just go off the slides for a second and summarize and talk to you kind of like how I talked to my mom last night. I'm sorry, 2 nights ago on the network marketing side. I said to her, here is why I'm doing Beachbody. Here's why I'm so comfortable saying I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm willing to stand behind a company that has helped hundreds of thousands of people transform their life. It's transformed my life. Their product is phenomenal. It's something that I do. I drink that Shakeology. I do the workout. This morning I did chest, shoulders, triceps from P90X, and then I did Ab Ripper X. I drank my Shakeology. I almost had a second one because I was really hungry. I'm using this stuff. I said, so Mom, Beachbody, that's a done deal. Here, I gave her a Shakeology package. Drink this. She drank it. She's like, wow, that's pretty good. A day later, she's like, I want another one. I feel good. I'm like, great, awesome. I got her hooked. That's the way you do it. You get them hooked. Then you make them pay. No, that's a bad joke. Okay, but anyway. So I'm there, right? And she goes, but this network marketing thing. And I'm like, okay, Mom, here's the easiest way to think about it. Beachbody realized that if I'm willing to open my mouth and they give me some income because of that, I want to open my mouth some more. And that by me talking to you, you're doing Shakeology now. And if you had seen Shakeology on an infomercial, you probably wouldn't be doing it right now. That's all network marketing is. The Beachbody Network is very, let's stop calling it network marketing. Let's call it the Beachbody Network. The Beachbody Network is simple. I'm telling you about this, so rather than them paying advertisers, they're going to give me money. And guess what? They're going to give you money if you open your mouth about it. That's it, plain and simple. That's the easiest way to handle it. The other thing that really handles it with individuals is the Keller Williams example. You guys got to get very familiar. Keller Williams is a multi-level marketing company. That's how they got so big so fast. Many people are absolutely looking at Keller Williams as, wow, they are amazing, great company, they're huge now. Good. They're multi-level marketing. So is Beachbody. Maybe it's only silly to you because they have infomercials for Beachbody and you got these people that are jumping around like, you know, hip-hop abs and whatnot. But here's the deal. They're a solid company and they're set up in a very similar way to Keller Williams, but they're all about fitness. Here, take a look at me. That's what I did to get fit. You interested in hearing some more? Yes, good. Let's move on. That's how you got to handle it. Keep it simple, you guys. You got to get rid of your own barriers first. You got to get rid of your own blocks first. You got to get rid of the baggage that you have. And there's no other way to say it. How you get started is, first of all, and if you're listening, most of you that are on here are already signed up as a coach. The first thing is you got to get familiar with the process. So when you're helping someone get familiar with this, I said to my mom, the first thing is, Mom, you're a coach. She goes, what does that mean? I said, as a coach, set up auto shipment for yourself. She said, okay, what flavor Shakeology do you like? She told me. I said, good. She's on auto shipment now. She's going to get her Shakeology every month delivered to her door. Then she can eat it. She can drink it. I said, Mom, you got to choose a challenge pack. She said, what's a challenge pack? A challenge pack is a package of all the material you need to get started with a workout program. How do you want to look? My mom's like, I'm not in really good shape. Okay, good. Let's do something really simple. Something really simple, like the 21-day fix. Gives you portion control. The workouts are a lot easier than, you know, T25 or Insanity Max or P90X. Let's keep something simple for you. And then my mom is like, well, should I do anything else? I'm like, Mom, you have friends. They might like Shakeology. She's like, well, I'm embarrassed to talk about the workout program. So I told her the story of my wife's aunt. My wife's aunt started doing Shakeology. She fell in love with it. You guys ready? She fell in love with it because she got regular. Yeah? No shit. She got regular. She got regular, and she said, give me a couple cases of this. She flew to Honolulu and sold them out and got a whole bunch of people hooked on it. because it's classified as a superfood. It's a meal replacement. It's not something you add to your food. It's a meal replacement that has so many things in it to get you healthy. It's incredible. That became her story. That's how she's getting people to sign up underneath her. My wife's aunt is also a part of the Beachbody team and a Beachbody coach, and getting people into this through the Shakeology side. You customize your Beachbody web pages. As you go through this, you're going to refine your story. As you get healthy, as you get fit, as you can do more pull-ups, as you lose weight. I posted a picture on every Facebook page I could think of. I was wearing a T25 shirt where I'm holding a pair of pants. And that wasn't me on day one. Those pants fit on day one. Now I can use that as my story. My story, if I was beginning right now and I weighed 235 pounds, is I'm finally going to get in shape. These shakes are amazing. I've already lost 5 pounds, and I've lost it in X number of days. And then as I get down to whatever I am now, 170 pounds or whatever it is, I refine my story as I go. You've got to learn the system and the coaching basics. I say this from my heart. A lot of you are asking Greg questions that are in the coaching training program. A lot of you are asking him questions that are already there on the website. He's very patient. He no longer has a gun by his side, but I think he still owns it. That's a joke. That's a joke. As a former Marine, it's a good thing you're not in the same room with. No, I'm joking. Anyway, to seriousness. Watch the stuff that Beachbody has. They have an entire training program for you that gives you all of the information. It gives you all of the things. And here's what you just got to do. All you have to do is share your story. That's all I've done. I've shared my story with 5 people. This is outside of the NLP trainings. These are people that I know here on the Big Island, family members, my mom, my stepfather, take Ethan out of the equation, 2 people at work, and 1 friend who I don't work with. I just know this person. I've shared the story with them, and all of them are beyond interested. And they said to me, "Why didn't you tell me earlier?" All you got to do is share the story. You got to get comfortable sharing the story and getting started. So I want to kind of wrap up with that. I know there's a few other slides here. What if you don't have enough time? What if you don't have enough? Okay, let me answer these because Greg's going to want me to do this. Greg's going to want me to do this because these are questions that come up. What if you don't have enough time? Start slow. Talk to one person. Take Shakeology with you to your job. Drink it in front of people. Talk to Greg. Take it slow. What if you don't have the money? Get the smallest challenge pack possible and just auto ship the Shakeology and do it as a meal replacement. Don't eat breakfast. That's fine. What if you're not a fitness expert? I'm not. You're not. You don't have to be a fitness expert. Here's the deal. Beachbody is the fitness expert. You're just a representative of them. You're a representative of Beachbody. That's it. What if you don't know where to start? Start with Greg. Call Greg. In all honesty, I've made jokes about him with the guns and whatnot, but he is one of the most patient and easy to work with individuals that I have ever met, and I'm proud that he's a part of our team and that he is spending so much time with you guys to help you guys out. You got to be thankful. Before you get off the phone with him, you thank him because he will help you out, even if it's a crazy question. What if you feel embarrassed? I don't know, man. I did too, but I did my homework. I felt embarrassed about Beachbody, about network marketing. I did my homework. What if you don't know how to sell? Okay, well, I do know how to sell, so I mean, I guess I kind of got that one taken care of. If you don't know how to sell, hang on. We're going to be doing a webinar on that. We'll also, 5-step sales process. I'm going to find a way to, to tailor make it for this stuff and get that to you guys, help you guys sell. What if you're not ready? Good. Get on the phone with Greg and find out what you need to do. The benefit of being a part of our team, the benefit about being a part of our group, the Empowerment Partnership, is that, number one, you don't just need to call yourself a Beachbody coach. You can call yourself an Empowerment Partnership Beachbody coach. I don't know if that's going to make a difference for you. Depending on who I'm talking to, sometimes I say, I'm a health and fitness coach. Well, how do you do that? And I talk about spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. Some people I go right in and just say Beachbody coach. I'm gearing it based on who I'm talking to. The benefit of our team is that as we get rolling with this over the next few months, and we have more and more people that are able to jump in and help out, people that are on this call right here that are already Emerald, that are on their way to Emerald, we're going to get them to help you guys. We're going to work together as a team. Plus, we're going to incorporate some really simple concepts from HUNA, NLP, and from the emotional techniques like anchoring and whatnot, so that you can guide the people that you sign up to become even more successful. That's the benefit of being a part of this team. You are a part of a team that, in my humble opinion, and Greg's opinion, and Jason's beginning to see it too, we're going to redefine what it means to be a Beachbody team. We're a team within Beachbody, and each team has a unique flair to it, and ours is that we're coming in with a holistic approach, and man, you guys are so well armed to do this stuff in such an amazing way. So I hope that answers most of the questions. There's also this slide up here. These are some good resources to have beyond what I've talked about here. The Business of the 21st Century, Business School, GoPro, How to Master the Art of Selling by Tom Hopkins. That's a good one. So here's the deal. We're going to continue to give you more and more resources. We're going to give you more and more resources as a part of our team. We're going to help you guys get clued in on what to do. And whatever questions are the prevalent questions that Greg is getting hit with, we are going to do webinars to help out with that. As we build up to this, we're probably going to have either 2 or 3 webinars a month, maybe even moving into 4. Some of them I'll have Jason come on and talk. Maybe I'll have Greg do a couple. If I'm not teaching, I want to jump on and do these as well, just to give you guys some guidance and to help out. So I hope that helps. Let me see if there are any major questions that need to be answered. I love that, Dan. Dan, Beachbody Coach. Sounds cool. It actually does. I honestly love their logo, and as a company name goes, I think it clearly states what their mission is. I don't go to the beach as much as I used to, but it feels pretty good to be able to take off my shirt and not be worried about how I look. That's called a Beachbody. Awesome. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions here, so either I answered all of them or you guys are already asleep. I don't know which one it is, but I'm willing for it to be either way. You guys are at least still logged in. So wait, let me see if I can turn back on the video so at least I can say goodbye. Hey, oh my God, it's dark in here. I bet you guys can't even see me. Ooh, it's dark. It's so nice and cold here. I was looking out my window. It was 44 degrees the other morning. There's snow up on Mauna Kea, and tonight it's probably going to hit the low 50s. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Sorry I couldn't have the video going the entire time. We seem to have a little bit of problem with the video and the slides and whatnot. We'll see if we can get that worked out. And hey, here's the deal. You guys are doing phenomenal. You guys are really doing amazing work with this Beachbody stuff. Use every resource available. Beachbody resource, Greg, me, you name it. Tap into these resources, get the information, and get going with this stuff. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Handle your baggage, get clear on this, and let's kick some ass. Awesome. Okay, thank you guys very much. Take care. Aloha, ahui ho. Class dismissed. Love you all. Bye-bye.